Hello, welcome to Parmind. My name is Josh, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of the house today. So my mind here is about William Wallace and the War for Scottish Independence. So the first thing you'll see when you create your new mind is that you get this note here with some information about Parmind and like the important concepts and components within the system. So and then the first thing you essentially want to do is you want to start adding some information to your library. So there's multiple ways to do that. Let's start with the easiest one. So this one here is like the Battle of Stirling Bridge, which is this battle that our friend Mr. Wallace won. So then we can just create new item, paste the link here, and there you go. That's done. That's in the system now. Yeah, fun fact about this battle is that it featured this bridge, which was quite an important factor in winning it, and it's also in the movie Braveheart, this battle, but for some reason they didn't include any bridge. So yeah, that's a quick side note. I also recommend installing the browser plugin. So using that, you can easily just add things to your mind like this. So this is now part of the mind. Okay. Let's go back. You might need to refresh it to see it pop up here, but now we also have this nice YouTube video. We can also add PDFs, so it's also quite straightforward. Same new item flow, and then we just paste it in here, and voila. Yeah, we also have, of course, our own note-taking system, so you can write your own thoughts and ideas, but just for the sake of keeping this demo short, let's just have Claude generate something. So let's see who. Save, and then we get like this text editor here. Yeah, we have some different styling you can do. Some bold, some headings, some lists, and we can do some quotes as well. And then, yeah, one of the fun things to do is that from here we can also easily create new items. So I actually recommend creating, for each, let's say, concept or standalone idea in the app or in your knowledge base. I recommend creating a new item. So that can be a person or something more abstract even. And that way you can really create this nice web of information that you can browse later on. There's also other ways to connect things within the app. So for example here, we can use the add button or the add command, and then it will like search your existing items as well if you want to connect those, or you can also just create a new item directly from here. There you go. So yeah, then you'll see here, we're starting to create this kind of mind map. This will allow you to explore your network. You can also create or connect stuff directly from here. So I don't know if maybe Bruce had some relation with this Moray character, and you'll see it kind of moved from here to here because now it has a direct link, but then you can keep exploring the connections further on. So yeah, we have some display settings if you don't really enjoy the visual mind maps. That's that. You can also just go with card views. I'm going to keep it here for the library section, or let's say the input section of the system. In Parmind, you can also create areas. So yeah, we just created some characters earlier on. So let's create a new area called contemporaries. Something like that. We can immediately already connect some items from here. So let's say this Andrew Murray and Robert the Bruce. There we go. And then here you can start filtering on those. You can see it here. There's some filters here as well, depending on the content type. And we also have like a dedicated section for, let's say, organization or area management, which is the Explorer tab. So you'll see like when you created a new mind, that the system will already suggest a few areas for you that it thinks might be relevant. So it's basically up to you to decide whether or not you want to keep those. So maybe we're not so interested in his quotes, but yeah, we want to have some major events, historical context, and the details, and the rest we don't really need. We can see now that uncategorized is the biggest one, so most of our stuff is actually inside the uncategorized area. So yeah, we can change that from here. we can actually select some things. So for example, here Alan and Malcolm, they are also contemporaries, and there you go. So now, yeah, you can you can generally want to assign everything to a specific area. There's more kind of details here. So the main vision behind this section of the app is to really create a sort of framework for your mind that you can later attach different items to. And it can also like grow and evolve as your mind evolves. So yeah, and then as soon as you create these different areas, you will start to see on the library section. Yeah, I also created some new events here. It's also up to you to decide whether or not you want to keep those. Battle of Sterling Bridge was, of course, a very important one, and it sort of automatically added that to major events. And yeah, so, but what I wanted to say is that when the system kind of starts learning about your different areas, it will also suggest those areas when you add new items or when you update existing items. So, all right, let's move on to the final, let's say, pillar of our app, which is our AI assistant called Parmind. He's named after the ancient Greek philosopher who's, yeah, he's also called the father of the ontology. And ontology is basically this philosophical idea to kind of organize all things in life, let's say. So we thought it was like a nice name for our AI assistant. So we are also working to basically have Parmind organize your knowledge base for you as well. So it's going to help with that as well. But at this point, his main power is basically asking questions about what the information in your mind. So so the big advantage here of using this system versus like using default ChatGPT or whatever model you have available is that this is going to search directly inside your knowledge base. So it's going to use your content and yeah, whatever that you have added to the mind instead of drawing from general knowledge. Especially when you have some documents or notes that, of course, are not directly available to ChatGPT, that's a huge advantage. And you also don't have to link these sites directly to ChatGPT or to whatever model you use before answering the question, because yeah, it's going to just find the relevant documents by itself. It will search your any site that you linked, any note that you have added, or any document that you have uploaded. If it finds that it's somehow related to the question, it's going to use that as a context to answer it. All right, so that's it for the tour for today. I hope you're a little bit more excited about our project. We have like a lot of cool ideas and a lot of new features coming up. So in a few weeks we'll ship the mobile app. So if you find some interesting website or you have an interesting idea on the go, you can just quickly add it to your mind. You'll also be able to chat with our AI. Yeah, we'll want to keep building this and improving it. So we'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. It would be a huge help to us and motivate us to continue working on it. And yeah, thanks a lot for your time, and I wish you a nice rest of your day. Bye bye.